y'all, it's Vanessa of Vanessa in Purpose. Welcome to my channel. Please enjoy this video. Hey y'all, it's your girl Vanessa from Vanessa in Purpose, and I just enjoyed a wonderful weekend in here in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm filming from my hotel room, enjoying the space while I have it. And I have just completed a weekend of having a wonderful time with my girls, the Heavy Hitters. If you are not following Heavy Hitters at IG, we're on Twitter, and we're on Snapchat. And I will have all of this stuff in the description box below. But Heavy Hitters, we're our organization that promote sisterhood, body positivity, self-acceptance, self-love, and we promote sexiness at all, at all sizes. A lot of times people just want to put us into a box when it comes to who can be sexy, who can be desirable, who can be, whatever, and we come to defy all of that. And so I just like to say I had a wonderful time. I'm just repeating myself because I had a wonderful, exciting time. So I'm like doing my little blog about it because I think it was just an awesome weekend. We first started on Thursday, where half of us came in on Thursday, and we had a cool kickback at the Airbnb where we all just kind of got to really talk and chill. And then we had Friday, and we did more kicking it and went out to some restaurant and went and kind of did some taste testing around Atlanta. We definitely love to eat, okay? That's one of the things we got in common. So we went and tried some places that we always wanted to go to, so it was fun to experience all that together. And then Saturday was just another awesome time. We had our meet and greet at the club at a hookah lounge, very small, intimate, but it was really nice spot. We had some people come out and meet us, some of our IG followers and different ones. So it was really cool to just meet people in person and just hang out and have a really good time. Everything was so positive. When I say positive energy, man, we was bringing it. And you don't really hear a lot of groups coming together and especially women. I love my women, but sometimes we have a hard time coming together, being on one accord, agreeing. But I tell you, we had nothing but positive, nothing but love with these women, and I loved it. I appreciated it so very much. And then Sunday we hung out. We had a brunch together. It was so wonderful, and we really enjoyed our whole weekend together. And close out on Monday where we said all our goodbyes and all of that. And I'm still here because I'm not leaving until Tuesday. But anyways, but yeah, a lot of us, like I said, come from near and far. And we just had a wonderful time together, and I really appreciated that. I had a really good time in Atlanta. I love Georgia. I love you guys. To all my Atlanta, Georgia people, Georgia period. I love Georgia. My mom was born and raised in Georgia, so I think I'm just biased on that. I don't know. I often told mom, I'm like, why didn't you just stay in California with us? Why we didn't go back to Georgia and live out the rest of our lives there, whatever. But anyways, I do. I love Georgia. I love Georgia. I don't love Georgia driving. The driving be crazy. People be speeding. I'm not a speeder. Okay. And people be speeding. People be doing so much. But anywho, nanny, I say all that to say that I'm so truly thankful and grateful for God allowing me to travel safely, during this time of Corona. And I tell you, I have my methods. So all of the heavy hitters, well, most of us, the ones that attended, we all did a COVID test. And to make sure that we were negative for COVID, just as a precaution, so that we can just be comfortable around each other. So we did that, and then we did all the week of. So I came in on Thursday, I tested on Monday, got my results back on Wednesday. And most of us did either Monday or we did like the Friday before, but most of us did like I said, the same week. So it was really cool. Like we all had up-to-date tests. And then we still wore masks, of course, out in the public. We didn't do a lot of going out in the community in crowded areas. Like even when we had our meet and greet at a nice local hookah lounge, it wasn't like the most popular like crowded place. We actually chose a place a little bit on the outskirts of town so that it wasn't like so many people, and it actually was really cool. Like everybody that was there was in their section, you know, and so everybody was able to like socially distance within the lounge, which was really cool. And then of course we had our masks, and the heavy hitters, we had our own VIP area, and so all of our people were cool, you know, and so we were really you know, being safe and being cautious. I also, when I was on the airplane, in the airport, I wear a surgical mask. I pretty much wore a surgical mask anywhere, like in the airport, outside. Surgical mask is like my go-to. Even when I got a pretty little decorative one, I got like a surgical mask underneath it, okay? That's my own thing. But then like on the airplane, because you know they circulate the air once it's and once the airplane is up in the air, they circulate that air that's in the aircraft. So I put on an N95 mask. So basically I wear the surgical mask, so I go through the airport, all that stuff, because the N95 mask fits really firmly across this area, and it has like tighter rubber bands, like it fits really firm, so it's really not comfortable at all. But you know, it helps with, of course, like it gives you that extra protection. Like the N95 masks are like what people wear for things like this, really small particle things that are very small. Like the N95 mask is like the top, because it doesn't like allow things like virus and germs like that to go into and out of the mask. So that's the really good thing about that, and especially being in the aircraft where air is being circulated, like you really want to have the best possible, you know, coverage as possible to like at least help you feel safe and be more safe. So that's what I did. So while I was on the aircraft, I wore that uncomfortable N95 mask on, and it was cool, you know, it was cool. I did it, you know, I think one time I had like some water, and I just kind of had a straw and just like put it in there for a little bit, and then, you know, had me something to drink. But for the most part, I kind of just went to sleep. Yeah. So I got on, because that thing is uncomfortable. So I just got on once I was seated. I put my mask on, you know, got everything going, and then I was able to just kind of rest. I just kind of rested. And then after I got off the aircraft and into the open airport, I then lowered that mask and I put on my surgical mask, because the airport is way more open, you know, way more air coming in, doors and windows, all that stuff. So I just go back to my surgical mask. So I do that for protection as well. But also it's hard like walking around with an N95 mask on. Like it's really hard to breathe, at least for me. Yeah, so I just want to share those tips for traveling. For some people that are afraid to travel, that's what I did. You know, I just kind of did the most precautions that I could do, humanly possible, really. Of course, frequently, you know, washing my hands, using hand sanitizer, you know, when I went in and out of the public, getting in and out of lifts and different things like that, you know, using my hand sanitizer. When we went out, we actually went out, picked up our food from different restaurants, and then we carried it back to our Airbnb. So it wasn't like, you know, we were staying and dining. We didn't do any staying and dining. So that was another precaution we used. But yeah, it was pretty cool. So I'm expecting to go home the same way, you know, same mask thing. And then I'll get back to you guys and touch up. I'll do another test, probably like another week or whatever, and just make sure, you know, I didn't contract it. But I believe I practiced as much as possible that I could. So oh yeah, even in my hotel room, I did not have it serviced during the time I was here. It just like, I, you know, asked for all the towels that I need, because I stayed like 5 days. So I got all the towels that I needed, all the whatever soaps, whatever I needed. And I just, if I had like like food or something, I just bag it up, put it outside the room so that the room service people can get it. But I pretty much didn't have them like coming in, cleaning, touching, whatever. That way it keeps down on like the traffic coming in and out of your room. But again, that's something I just practice to try to be as safe, at least in my mind. I know none of us really know the 100% answers to all of this, but we just try our best to be as safe as possible. And I wanted to kind of live my life a little bit, like for real. I was getting super stir crazy being in the house, and I was like, Lord, I got to go. And so anyways, I think I did great. So far, so good. And we'll see once I get tested again if anything happens. But I believe that all is well. All is well. So if you want to see anything else from me, please let me know. Like I said, I'm starting this blog where I really want to like chronicle my life as a single black educated woman, you know, SSBBW, navigating this cruel world, especially when it comes to big black women in its totality. And I want to share with you guys, you know, what I do, what I go through, or what I experience. Even on some level, everything can't be captured on film actual time, but I will recap on my life journey. Also, I'm going to start doing clothing hauls. So people ask like, oh, where did you get this, where did you get that, you know. So I will be doing clothing hauls on places where I shop, things that I get. This little shirt is actually, I'm wearing it as a crop top, but it's actually something I pick up at Ross. And it's actually like a size large, I think, or X large. I got it in smaller girl section, but I was like, ooh, I can't wear it as a t-shirt, but I can sure wear it as a crop top. And I didn't cut it at all, so just to let you know, this was not a big shirt, it was a little shirt. And of course, my Bugs Bunny. I love Bugs Bunny. I've been loving Bugs Bunny since like forever. And then of course, you remember in the 90s, I don't know, in the 90s, it used to be the thing where you know, you sported your Looney Tunes character or whatever. Bugs Bunny was always mine. So I had the little chain, I had the slippers, I had keychains, I had a cup, a reusable cup with a straw. It was Bugs Bunny. I had everything, all kind of everything, magnets, stickers. Bugs Bunny was on my binder, just everything. So I've always been in love with him. When I saw this at Ross, I was like, reliving my childhood, and it's cute. So anyways, and then I have these scrunchie pants with a little belt to it. And I got this also from Ross, and I believe I spent, these are really thin, scratchy pants, and I believe I spent about, I think it was like $3.99. And then this shirt was like $5 or $6.99. So really, like, this whole outfit is pretty cheap. Okay, so I think basically $10 outfit. Okay, so I just want to share that with you all, and you will see me again at my next vlog. All right, y'all, love you. Hey y'all, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please remember to subscribe to my channel, like and comment. Until next time, y'all, peace.